Picture this. You've got a regular, let's call her Mia. She's been with you for 2 years. Same tech, same 4-week fill, same you know what I like vibe. Then one day, her tech is booked out or on vacation or quietly left the spa. Mia sits down with a new nail pro, forces a smile, and says, I usually do the almond shape, I think, and there was this nude you used once, but I don't remember the number. The new tech is guessing, the front desk is shrugging, everybody's a little tense, and Mia is secretly thinking, wow, they don't know me at all.
And from Mia's side of the chair, that feels like a breakup. You're sitting there wondering, am I starting from zero? Am I about to walk out with square nails when I am definitely an almond girl? It's awkward. You don't want to complain, but you also don't want to pay luxury prices to be a mystery.
Now, flip that. Same Mia, but this time she walks in, meets a new tech, and before she can even get nervous, they smile and say, "Hey Mia, I'm covering you today. I saw you usually wear medium almond, soft nude tones, and you love a little sparkle on the ring finger. I also noticed we avoid heavy cuticle work for you because your skin's sensitive. How are you feeling about your design today? Same vibe or want to switch it up?" Suddenly, Mia's thinking, oh, they know me. The whole spa knows me. That right there is Handoff Harmony. Let's dive in. Welcome back to Forever Sound Waves, where it's all about beauty, business, beyond. I'm your host, the Nailpreneur Artist, and today we're getting into one of the biggest silent loyalty killers in our industry, messy chair swaps. When a client has to see a new tech because of schedules, growth, time off, or turnover, that moment can either strengthen their loyalty to your brand or quietly start the countdown to them leaving.
I love this topic because I'm that client who actually follows the spa, not just one tech. And I can tell you, the second a handoff feels like a downgrade, I start browsing other options on my phone. But when the whole team feels synced, I relax. I tip better. I rebook. I tell my friends, you can see anyone there. They all take care of you.
Here's the thing. Handoffs are not just a big spa problem. Even if you're solo right now, this matters. Why? Because one day you'll want time off. Maybe you'll bring in a part-timer. Maybe you'll rent a chair in a shared space. The little systems we're talking about today are your insurance policy for freedom later. So let's break it down into a simple playbook you can actually use. First, why do handoffs matter so much? On the surface, it's just, okay, new tech, new appointment. But under the surface, a lot of trust is on the line. Clients think, do they know my shape, my allergies, that I hate feeling rushed, that I cannot have stones popping off because I type all day? If those details live only in one tech's brain, you don't have a brand relationship. You have a personal relationship that can walk out the door anytime that tech does.
Real talk. As a client, I absolutely notice when I have to repeat the same info 3 times. My schedule, my sensitivity, my please don't dig at my cuticle speech. If I have to say it to every new person, I stop trusting the system. It feels like paperwork, not pampering.
Exactly. And from the business side, every time a client has to repeat themselves, you're spending emotional capital. You might not see it on the receipt today, but over time, that's fewer rebooks, fewer upgrades, fewer referrals. When you get handoffs right, clients feel loyal to your entire spa. That means if someone's out sick, on maternity leave, or fully booked, the revenue doesn't fall off a cliff. They just slide into a different chair and still feel at home.
And on those growth days, when you're suddenly booked solid and can finally say, I have a teammate now, smooth handoffs are what keep that growth from turning into growing pains. Clients don't feel like they're being pushed off. They feel like they're being promoted into a VIP experience.
So how do we actually build that? Let's start with the essential client snapshot. This is the minimum data you capture so any tech can step in and still nail it every time. And before you panic, no, this is not a 5-page form. This is a tiny, powerful snapshot that lives in your booking app, your CRM, or honestly, even a shared Google Sheet if that's where you're at. Here's what I want in that snapshot. 1, shape and length. Short almond, long coffin, medium square. Pick a few standard terms your whole team uses. 2, lifestyle notes. Does this client type all day, work with chemicals, have little kids they're constantly lifting? That changes how aggressive you can be with length and design.
As a client, lifestyle notes are everything. If I tell you I'm on a laptop 10 hours a day and you still give me glass-long stilettos, I know you weren't really listening. But when a new tech says, I saw you work in an office, so let's keep this at a comfy medium, that feels so thoughtful.
3, sensitivities and comfort preferences. Do they hate drills near the cuticle? Need a pillow for lower back support? Prefer minimal hand massage because they're ticklish or on a tight schedule? These little things turn into big loyalty moments. 4, design and color patterns. Are they a neutrals-only person? Do they do one bold set before vacations? Do they always want glitter on the ring finger and matte topcoat in fall? And 5, conversation style. Are they chatty and love stories, or are they a headphones and relax client? Just a tiny tag, talkative, quiet, loves nail education, can help a new tech match their vibe instantly.
That conversational note is huge. My favorite experience is when I sit down with someone new and they pick up the vibe right away. Not oversharing, not interrogating me, just matching my energy. It makes me feel like the spa sees me as a person, not just a time slot.
If you're thinking, my team will never fill all that out, keep it ultra simple. Create a tiny template inside your booking notes. SL, life, sends, style, chat. 5 short lines. You can even turn it into a quick checklist or emoji code if that's your style. This isn't paperwork. It's a love letter to your future handoffs. Okay, next, pre-visit briefings. This sounds fancier than it is. I'm talking about a 2-minute routine before each shift or even just before your next client, where you check their snapshot and their last photo. That's it.
From the client side, you can absolutely feel when someone has taken 2 minutes to get ready for you. When a new tech says, so last time you had that soft pink ombre with gold foil, I instantly relax. I'm like, okay, I'm not starting from scratch here.
If you have a small team, try this flow. Before the day starts, pull up the schedule, and for any client seeing a different tech than usual, the regular tech gives a quick voice note or bullet point handoff. Mia, medium almond, office job, hates thick acrylic, loves subtle sparkle, quiet but warms up. You can send that in your team chat or log it in the system. 2 minutes, massive impact. If you're solo, use the same idea, but for your future self. Before your day or at the end of the day, add one tiny note for next time. So even if you're tired, you don't miss it. Your future brain will thank you, and so will your clients.
And if you're a shared studio with independent techs, you can still do this. Even a simple shared folder labeled regulars with a quick screenshot of their last set and a few notes makes a huge difference. Clients don't care if you're on separate paychecks, they just care that you're on the same page.
Now, let's talk about the in-chair handoff ritual, the part the client actually feels in real time. This is the language and the micro moments that turn data into connection. You don't have to sound like a robot reading notes. You just sprinkle in a few cues that say, we've got you. For example, when you're the new tech, you might start with, hey Mia, I'm covering you today. I took a look at your history. Looks like you usually wear medium almond and keep it neutral with a bit of sparkle. Does that still feel like you, or are we in the mood to switch it up? You're signaling 2 things. I prepared for you, and you have options.
And if I'm loyal to another tech, it feels really good to hear something like, I know you usually see Jess. She has great taste. I'll keep your shape and style consistent today, and we'll add our own little twist if you want. That doesn't feel like I'm cheating. It feels like I'm still in the same family.
If you're doing a live handoff in the spa, the original tech can say something like, Mia, this is Sarah. She's amazing with structured gels and soft glam looks. I've already filled her in on your almond shape, your office job, and that you're a neutrals queen. Sarah's going to take great care of you today. That one sentence protects so much trust.
That felt wonderful just hearing it. Because you're not just passing me off, you're passing me along. Like you're all on the same team, cheering for my nails.
And here's a tiny but powerful micro moment. Midway check-ins. A new tech can say, by the way, I saw we usually keep your nails at this length for comfort. If anything ever feels too long or too thick, tell me. I want them to feel as good as they look. That invites feedback and shows you respect the history, not just the look. Okay, let's talk tech, but light tech. You do not need corporate-level software to make handoffs smooth. You just need tools that make it easy to see a client's style history at a glance.
As a client, I'm obsessed when I see you quickly scroll to a little gallery and say, these were your last 3 sets. It feels like a personal nail museum. I remember what I liked, what I didn't, and I feel like you've actually been paying attention all this time.
Here are a few simple tech helpers you can use today. 1. A shared photo folder. This can be a private album in your phone backed up to the cloud, a shared drive, or a folder inside your booking software if it supports photos. Create a subfolder for regulars or tag photos with the client's name so any tech can pull up their history in seconds. 2. Tagged notes. Inside your booking app, add quick tags like almond medium, neutrals, sensitive cuticle, quiet. Nothing fancy. Just a few consistent words your whole team understands. 3. Quick templates. Save that essential client snapshot as a template. Copy, paste, and fill in. The goal is speed, not perfection.
And please, don't underestimate voice notes. If it's easier, just record a 20-second note after a first-time client. This is Anna. She loved the medium coffin with soft pink, hates heavy filing, quiet but appreciates check-ins. Throw that in a shared chat and boom, instant handoff material.
Tech meets touch. That's the sweet spot. The tech holds the memory so your team can focus on the touch. Eye contact, gentle application, confident conversation. When you combine both, every chair swap feels like part of a designed experience, not a random backup plan. All right, let's wrap this up with some quick takeaways you can actually use this week. 1. Build your essential client snapshot. Shape and length, lifestyle notes, sensitivities, design patterns, conversation style. Keep it to 5 lines max. 2. Add a pre-visit briefing habit. For any client seeing a different tech, do a 2-minute review or a tiny handoff note before they sit down. Your future self and your team will thank you.
3. Upgrade your in-chair script. Even one line like, I've reviewed your history so we can keep your look consistent, will calm that little voice in your client's head that worries you don't know them.
And 4. Pick one light tech helper. A shared photo folder, tag notes, or quick templates. Don't try to build a whole software system overnight. Just choose the one thing that will make tomorrow's handoff smoother than today's. Your action step for this week: choose one handoff ritual to test. Maybe it's that essential client snapshot. Maybe it's a new intro line when you're covering for someone else. Or maybe it's starting a simple regulars photo album. Test it with 3 clients and notice how they respond. The body language, the ease, the trust.
And if you're listening to this on your way to the salon, think about your next appointment today. Which client would benefit most from you treating the whole spa like their team, not just one person? Start there.
If episodes like this are helping you smooth the behind the scenes of your business so your clients feel the magic in the chair, make sure you follow and subscribe to Forever Soundwaves so you don't miss what's next. Share this episode with one teammate or studio mate who handles your clients when you're out. You'll both win from better handoffs. Let's dive in and make your business shine. Stay curious, stay creative. Until next time, keep your nails and business thriving.